Hello students, welcome back. Now let's go to assignments. Remember, there are two types of assignments. Cengage assignments like this, which are not available yet. I'll show you a little bit more in video number 4. And Canvas assignments like these. And these are handwritten assignments to be scanned and submitted. Let's talk about these. Here's the exam problem set, homework problem set. And you can use this as a cover page, write your name and so on. But even if you print out and use a cover page, do not try to squeeze your answers in here. That's not going to be possible. This is calculus 2, so problems are long, and each problem will take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines, sometimes more than 10 lines. So if you try to squeeze those kind of things in, then I won't be able to read it. If I can't read it, then I cannot grade. If I don't grade it, then you don't get score. So use separate sheets of paper to answer these. Even if it looks like there are only 4 problems, but these problems are intense. This is calculus 2. So use several sheets of paper and bundle those together and scan those with scanning app. And my favorite scanning tool is Genius Scan. Let's see. Oh, typo. Okay, Genius Scan with Apple and for Android. Yeah, this is my favorite. Among the free scanning apps, this is my favorite. But there are many others, and many other free scanning tools available too. In any case, they're free and they're available, and then they produce very good PDF documents with multiple pages. And then once you create PDF, then submit. If you submit page-by-page files, then it's very easy to miss some pages, you overwrite some pages, and create a mess. And if you do that in homeworks, it's not too bad. I can ask you to resubmit, and that's it. If you do that in the exam, that can be far worse, but still, you may get lower grade, but that's about it. The worst case is you may have to, fail and go with second attempts. That's the worst thing you can do. Now, if you miss some pages in your professional world, then you're going to get fired. So you see, the computer literacy, this technological literacy, may not be the core issue for math courses, but it is for professional preparation. So if you want to prepare yourself as a professional after graduation, then please pay attention to these other things. Producing some great PDF files, things like those, may not be mathematics, but it is professional preparation. Here are some good and bad examples of those. Okay, here's an example by a student from Applied Calculus 1325. Cover page, student name is blocked, of course. And then this is what the student wrote. And then, the problem set here is, I think it's rewritten, but some strange interesting font was written, but I think it's printed. But the formulation is written by the student. I can tell because they're not really aligned very well. Anyway, very well written, perfectly legible. This is great. Another good example here. Okay, good explanation, formulation. Yeah, explanation. And then all the alignments, very well done. This part is a little bit more condensed. It would have been better if the student put some spaces in between, but otherwise excellent. here's another paper. That's another good example. And yeah, all the equalities are aligned very well. And then in this case, student put a blank space in between problems. So it's a lot easier for me to grade. Yeah, 3 good examples. And then this one is not really scanned very well. Looks like the students took camera phone, took a picture and then changed the PDF. So that's not really efficient. But if you use scanning app, then you can produce really high quality papers like these. Here's an example that's not very good. And in this case, a student squeezed in all those answers inside the problem set, and I cannot read which is which. And then, of course, because of the space constraint, the students wasn't able to put sufficient justification in there, so lost a big chunk of scores. This is not good. Don't do this. Let the cover page be and write your answers in separate sheets of paper. Now this one came from higher level course, differential equation. And then this is really frustrating because I can see the students did a lot of work. It's just that the student cannot get any score. I mean, first page is not that bad. It's still bad, but I can still see something is going on. Look at the second page. Can you read this? Oh my. What is this? Oh, impossible to read. What do you think? I shouldn't be laughing at it, but oh, this is terrible. Well, it's okay to laugh because after all, it didn't do any real harm because I told the students to rescan and resubmit. So the student really didn't lose anything, but just I still use this as an example of what kind of results that bad scanning could produce here. Actually, I think the students took camera phone to take pictures, and then and if the student used scanning app, then scanning app would have automatically recognized font and emphasize it, but it's a picture, so out of focus and the dark, it's still captured. And that even if after converting to PDF, it doesn't really show and still not legible, so it's not good. If you use scanning app, then you can eliminate that kind of problem to begin with. Okay, suppose that you did your homework and then suppose that you did great scanning. How do you submit? You can do this. Click this and then drag your file here. Let's see, let's go to downloads, and let's use this. Okay, bad example here. All right. And then, okay, submit the assignment. Okay, if you see confetti, that means it's done, but not done yet, actually. Please check your submission. And see, oh, this is not good. Rescan, redo, and resubmit. New attempt. And then, okay, all right. Submit. Okay, and check. Now, is this what you want? Yes, now you're done. It's very, very important to check your submission. I frequently see some students submitting homework 2 in place of homework 3 and completely forget about it and things like that. That's not too bad, but if you do that in the exam, it can be really bad.